The advisory opinion was historic in so many ways. The ICJ clarified what states need to do under climate treaties, which means that when countries go to COP, now there are legal obligations that they need to fulfill when you submit your NDCs. These are your national climate plans. They need to now follow them. There need to now be decent, appropriate plans that align with the best available science. Human rights law was huge at the ICJ. For quite some time, people have been calling on the climate crisis as being a human rights crisis, but the ICJ has definitively said that and said that the right to a healthy environment underpins all other human rights, and we need to protect that right. Governments have to protect that right in order for countries to enjoy all of the other rights. And then the ICJ went on to talk about how countries that are not party to the Paris Agreement or climate treaties, they also have obligations to address climate change. And so these are countries like the US that has recently left the Paris Agreement. They also have obligations under international law to protect the climate and prevent significant harm, which was huge. The ICJ even went on to speak about the duty of countries to regulate private actors as well. So these are corporations, these are non-state actors, which is it's unprecedented for the ICJ to speak to that, because what that means is now countries can be held liable for the actions of these non-state actors if they fail to regulate them. The ICJ has also clarified that if countries fail to meet any of these obligations, they are liable to provide compensation and are expected to make reparations, and they have to stop the harmful conduct. The right to remedy did not exist as strongly as it does right now. And so this is a huge boost to communities, to frontline activists, to people that have been taking cases around the world, because now their right to remedy has been recognized by the world's highest court. And so this opens the doors for accountability across multiple platforms. No longer do we have to be tied to the Paris Agreement and the COP process. The ICJ has opened a number of pathways. And one other point I'd like to mention, which is very strong, is on the ICJ explicitly mentioning fossil fuels. For so long, frontline countries, climate activists have been calling on a rapid phase out of fossil fuels, but this advisory opinion accelerates that push significantly. The ICJ said that if countries' actions in producing, exploring, licensing fossil fuels, including by providing subsidies, and I'm paraphrasing here, amounts to significant harm, then that can be classified as an internationally wrongful act. Essentially, it's illegal, which is huge. The ICJ has also clarified what Pacific Island governments have been fighting for so long is the idea of statehood and sovereignty. What happens to countries that get submerged completely because of climate change? Do they cease to exist as countries? And the ICJ has definitively said that no, these countries exist in continuity, even if their territory is lost. And so that's a huge win for peoples of Pacific Island countries, small island states that are facing the brunt of losing their islands, losing their identity, their countries. Today, that's no longer the case, because the determination from the world's highest court is that these countries continue to exist. And it's just a great day, a great moment for climate justice.